Welcome back.
Hello, everybody. How are we for Wednesday?
Is Wednesday that fast?
Yay. I'm looking forward to the weekend.
So what is it? It's Wind Down Wednesday?
And wind down if you want wine, if it's going to be cocktails, if you want to make a cocktail.
Is that what you're going to do?
We're making coconut sangria today.
Whoa, that's one of your favorites.
It is. It's a strong one. I haven't done it in a long time.
So today is Wine Down Wednesday.
Yeah.
Cocktails and canvases and May birthday celebrations. Okay.
That's right. As you guys are popping on, check in. Let us know where you're painting from in order to be in the raffle for... We'll send out 2 of these. This is what a really cool artist looks like. We'll send out 2 of these. You have to check in and tell us where you're painting from so that we can get back to you and we'll put your names in.
Sheila O'Donnell is from Maine.
Hi, Sheila.
Linda Hopkins says happy birthday.
Thank you.
Christine Tobin is from Bellingham, Massachusetts.
Welcome. Tell
And
us
then we've got Eva and Cindy.
You can tell us how many times you guys have painted with us.
Or where you're from.
We're starting to recognize your names.
Carrie Wells Johnson is here.
Hi, Carrie. Yay.
Tracy Snock from Virginia.
Welcome.
We've got Jen Callie.
Hi, Jen. Hello, Rascal.
We've got Tanya Grace.
Hi,
Tanya.
Tanya.
Glad to be back with you.
All
Tanya from
right.
Needham, Massachusetts.
Way to go.
Kelly Saito Martinez from San Jose, California. Okay, on the West Coast. Starting at, what, 3 o'clock? No, 4 o'clock in the afternoon? Pretty good.
Yeah, I guess so.
Your brother's here, Mason.
Hi, Mason.
Let's see, we've got
Mason.
Christine McSee. Christine Mexie. Me and my daughter are painting from Stewartsville, New Jersey.
Welcome.
We've got a couple from New Hampshire. Chris Nichols Mellinson.
Awesome.
We've got Tara Thompson Kaji. Emily from New Jersey.
Hello.
We've got Jennifer Lessard. Hello from Maine.
Hi, guys.
Linda's from New York. We should remember that. Okay, Cindy and Eva from Colonia, New Jersey.
Awesome.
We've got Jen, Kaylee, me and my 5-year-old are from Ontario, Canada. We love our Canadians.
We
You Canadians
do.
are always
Hi,
checking
guys.
in. Happy birthday from Auburn, Massachusetts.
Thank you.
That's Cinder. She's
Hi,
returned.
Cinder. Yes.
Right where it says Cindy Marie Oliveira Alves, first timers here.
Welcome. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes. Hello, happy birthday, Julie Kiss from New Jersey.
I like the name.
I like the name too. That's a cool ass
That is
name.
a cool name.
Wow. Okay, Julie Kiss. Hi, it's Paula Stroop from New York.
Hi, Paula.
We love our New Yorkers. Hey, everyone's super excited. Allie Danielle.
Awesome. Yay.
Anya from New Jersey.
Hi, Anya.
Happy birthday, Jennifer.
Thank you. Thank you. We're going to get started with a cocktail. You guys can keep on checking in. I wanted to give anybody that has kids a couple of minutes to not sign on if they don't want to watch drink mixing for the first 10 minutes-ish.
Right, while people are checking in. Like
yes.
Stephanie.
Hi,
Stephanie Jean, she's back.
Jean, welcome back.
Maddie is from Bluebell, Pennsylvania.
Awesome.
It's the Ariano family.
All right. Welcome. We love when there's a bunch of you in a family that are doing this together. I love getting a couple of them together. Your pictures.
Sherry Bartocci is back. Happy birthday,
Miss
she
Bartocci.
says.
Thank you.
Christina Lay says, we are in Santa Clara, California.
Awesome.
Looking forward to painting with you today.
Good. We're gonna mix some cocktails before we paint. But so I'm gonna get started with this with a couple of directions. You guys can keep checking in. We may not mention everybody, but we'll start mixing. So in my picture, so we're making coconut sangria. I first had this when I went to Puerto Rico several years ago, maybe 9 years ago. And then a very good friend of mine opened a restaurant in Linden, New Jersey, and he made it for me. And ever since, this is my favorite cocktail. It's really sweet, So you can also tailor it to how you like it sweet. So all that I have in here is ice, a half a can of cream of coconut, a half a can of coconut milk.
Cream of coconut and coconut milk.
Yep, it's like a pina colada, let's say,
You
without
said
the pineapple.
that's a half a can?
Yeah, I used a half a can of each of those.
Okay. And you put that in there with some ice?
Yeah, but I was just trying to save a step. Opening cans and making a mess. Okay. So to that, we are adding 1 small bottle.
Wait a minute, what is that?
This is, so you're going to want to use a Pinot Grigio, a white wine. I'm using a Moscato because I like it sweeter and I like a little bit of bubbles.
Excuse me.
So you'll use a Pinot Grigio or just a regular house white, whatever.
Are you going to pour the whole bottle in there?
Yeah.
Whoa.
We're making a pitcher.
Whoa.
We're making a pitcher. This will last until tomorrow, at least, while I do my sparkle party.
Okay. Well, while we're doing all of this, we got Abby from New Jersey just checked in.
Hi, Abby.
And we got Whitney Hopkins who says, I'm with my mom, Linda, painting from New York.
Awesome. Hi, Whitney
All
and
right.
Mom.
Then we got Nick from Bridgewater.
Hi, Nick. Welcome back.
Dee is here from Rhode Island.
Welcome, Dee.
Robin Geary from Massachusetts.
Awesome. All right, so I added that whole 750 milliliter bottle of wine in there. I'm doing a half a cup of coconut rum, whatever coconut rum you got.
And that's a half a cup right there?
That's a half a cup.
Miss Bartocci says, and I'm finishing an online class right now, so can you just take your time getting started? Yes, we are, but that's why she's making a drink.
We're making
right
a drink.
now.
We're making a drink. It's okay.
Yes.
And then you'll also do a half a cup of vodka. Now, I'm probably going to add more rum than vodka because I prefer rum over vodka. So I'm using a vanilla vodka. You can just use regular straight vodka or a citrus vodka maybe.
And how much vodka was that again?
It's supposed to be a half a cup.
Okay.
I add more rum than vodka
Excuse me.
to mine, so we're going to...
You got Audrey Burnett from Highbridge, New Jersey.
Hi, Audrey.
And Maureen Ferry from Pennsylvania says happy birthday.
Hello, Maureen. Thank you. All right.
Now, Monica and Koyak says, I can't seem to see the video playing yet. Then what you should do is refresh your computer and then go to the page and click on discussion.
Yeah.
And that should bring the video up if you don't see the video as soon as you come back to the page. But try refreshing.
But she posted that on the event? Oh, like on the video?
Yeah, right here on the comments.
Interesting. Okay. And then the last thing you're going to do is just top it with a couple of tablespoons of lime juice, rather.
Lime juice?
Lime juice. Now, it's better to, of course, cut some fresh lime wedges and squeeze them and then use them as garnish.
Oh, okay.
I have not been to before.
And how long do you stir this up?
Stir. Well, it depends. So that cream of coconut is kind of chunky, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yes, it has that like cream to it. So you want to stir for a bit until it gets all kind of incorporated.
Okay.
Taste. Add whatever you want to it.
Right, so then you're going to
like
taste it and have to add a little more coconut or a little more vodka or a little more rum.
It should be strong enough.
But you got it down to a science because this is one of your favorite drinks.
Pretty much.
All right, so now taste it and see how it comes out.
I love anything coconut, so it smells amazing.
It's all good?
All good. Delicious. I'll be
So is there anything else you could add to that to make it even more?
Other than a fresh lime juice or,
Okay.
cherries, garnish, all that fancy stuff, but,
So now you got your drink all ready to go.
So now I got the drink all ready.
And you just made coconut sangria, which is like one of your favorites.
Coconut sangria. We're going to move this up and over. Gonna get all the supplies over. So what are you guys sipping tonight if you're not making I know that's a lot of ingredients for one beverage. What are you guys sipping on tonight?
They haven't said yet, but I'm pretty sure they're motivated now that you done made a drink in front of all of them. Casey Connell Lascaris says hello from Pennsylvania.
Hello. We love our Pennsylvania neighbors. Lots of family out in Pennsylvania.
Bindi Nayak says, happy birthday, love your painting.
Thank you.
And then here, hi, we are Avni and Akshi from Edison, New Jersey.
Welcome. Thanks for painting with us.
All right, we still got people checking in here.
Go ahead, yeah.
Veronica Show says, cocktails are key at this time. But can you post your vids so that the youngins and I can watch during the day, maybe? I love your vids.
Yep.
Well, you get the videos from the page, right?
So the videos are not posted on the page. The videos are all saved to each individual event. So you can go back to the events list and go scroll all the way past everything that we have coming up, and then it'll say past events. So that's where you'll scroll. Every video that we've done, except for one that I posted incorrectly, every video is posted in the event. So you can go back to that event and look through it. Only thing that's different is we're not going to answer you live.
Yes. Mason just replied to them and let them know to come back and check the videos out. We've got Needy Gupta says happy birthday. Anita Evans, 11-year-old Rhea from Martinsville, New Jersey, is really looking forward to this painting session.
Aw, yay.
Mason says, what is that, coquito?
You know what? It's like a lighter version of coquito, yes.
A lighter version?
A lighter version of coquito. Coconut sangria. Might have to make that for Memorial Day.
Right, because now Veronica's saying, I tried to find the videos, but how do I watch them? Can you just explain that one more time?
Yeah.
You go to the page.
So when you go to our page, there's kind of a little tab bar that has like page info, about, I don't know, post, visitor post, events. Right. You're going to click that events.
It's like on the left side, isn't it?
It depends. If you're on the computer, it's probably on the left side. If you're on your phone, which you probably usually are, you're going to probably have to move that tab over to get to the events. Right. It'll list all of our upcoming events. Okay. Below those upcoming events, it'll say past events. And all of the past events that are there, every video is saved into each one of those events. So if you wanted to do the VW car that we did, you'll scroll to the VW car painting night, and the video is in there in the discussion.
Right, and it's usually a picture of the painting that you painted that night. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Sometimes however the video stops, it screenshots me at some kind of weird angle, and I'm like, something like that. But the videos are in the discussion in all of the events. So in any of our events, and it's easier for you to find. That's why I say, when you click interested in an event, that's great, but click going just so that it ends up in your past events too. If you say that you went, especially if you've checked in, it'll save it in your past events. Right. So you can go back to your past events and it'll be there for you.
Okay, now we've got Ruhan and Vihan painting with you today.
Welcome.
And our birthday girl, Kaylee.
Hi, Kaylee.
Corvo has joined us.
Happy birthday.
Yes. Checking in from Northeast Pennsylvania, Marianne Balucha.
Hello.
I think that's Northeast Pennsylvania. NEPA, N-E-P-A?
No, NEPA? Maybe Napa?
No, NEPA, N-E-P-A. I think that's Northeast Pennsylvania. I hope that I'm right.
Probably.
Okay, then we've got Michelle Pabawal from Somerset, New Jersey.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Thanks for painting with us again.
Alicia Bling says, what were you making to drink?
We did a coconut sangria. So it's 1 bottle of white wine. I use Moscato, half a can of each coconut cream and coconut milk. Stir, add a half a cup, remember halves, half a cup of vodka, half a cup of coconut rum, and then a squeeze of lime juice.
All right.
Stir, and it's a pitcher.
Veronica Shaw says more vodka.
More vodka. I'm a rum person. I've never been like a vodka. I don't know. I shouldn't say I've never been a vodka person. It takes a lot for me to get tipsy, but they all know, my family knows, my favorite drink that my uncle like home makes is limoncello, and that's like my regular drink of choice. If I'm drinking to really get tipsy, then that's what it's going to be. Limoncello. My friends all call it Mr. Clean because they can't take it. They can't drink it.
And limoncello's a killer, huh? Candace strong. Creighton says, hey, from Kitchener.
Hello.
Christine Tobin says, Sauvignon Blanc.
Oh, there you go.
Mason says Gatorade Zero.
Unless you're putting vodka in.
Kaylee says strawberry wine.
Strawberry wine.
Sarah says Diet Pepsi.
Okay.
Tara Stoddard's from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Hello.
Candace says blush wine.
Okay.
Okay, now Cinder says, I don't do sangria, but I made a Cinderella martini.
Oh, there you go.
Chocolate Godiva.
Yes.
Tequila rose and white chocolate cream. Wow,
not a lot of
sounds
people,
like a dessert.
Not a lot of people know what tequila rose is, but I love that.
Sounds like a dessert.
We used to be able to get tequila rose, and then it was Baja Rosa and Baja Luna, and the Baja Luna was raspberry, I think black raspberry cream liqueur. That was so good. I've not been able to find that ever.
All right. Okay, so Tracy's having a beer.
Sounds good.
Audrey says homemade Moscato.
Homemade Moscato.
Whoa,
now we're talking.
Yeah,
How far are you?
Yeah, that just caught me, yeah.
Where are you located?
Okay, Cindy Marie says water because I am 8.
Oh, that's right.
My favorite drink.
Good job. Yeah, that's Mark's favorite drink.
Exactly. That's
good
my
job,
favorite. That's what I got right here. I'm drinking some water right now. Yes. All right. So are we about ready to begin here?
I think so. So remember, all of you that have checked in and let us know that you're painting with us today, we will put you in a drawing for a raffle tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get to it tonight because the phone is usually dead by the time we're done with our painting. So we'll do a raffle drawing for 2 of these. We will message you and ask you for your address so that we can ship you one. If you do want one, aside from winning one, they are on sale. I shouldn't say on sale, but they're on our website, mimosasmasterpieces.com, in the supplies for virtual painting night. This is all the way at the bottom, and they're all links to Amazon supplies.
Okay.
So you can also purchase one for a friend, family member, another artist that you may know. So,
yes, Tahira Yasmin, hello from Edison, New Jersey. Happy birthday.
Thank you. All right, so let's go over our supplies so we can get started painting, right?
All right.
At any time, if you feel like we're going too fast, just slow us down. If you need me to repeat something, let me know. That's true too. I need to go over that. So Mark is behind the computer. He's the one with the wonderful voice that's answering your questions, that's telling me what to do. Relaying your information to me.
And as soon as I get that new camera, I'll be able to zoom in.
A new camera.
And left,
I don't know where that thing's coming from. It's
help
been a
you
while
guys
now.
even more.
So, and that's Rascal falling up the stairs. So I'm Jennifer. If you don't know us yet and you've not painted with us before, I'm Jennifer. We are Mimosas and Masterpieces. I'm out of South Bound New Jersey, and usually we are going out and doing this in person, live. We are unable to do that right now, of course. All of our events have been canceled for the past 3 months. So we've just been doing free live painting so that we can keep our craft going. We can pay it forward and give back where we can. And we've just enjoyed it. I think emotionally it's been better for me than anything. And I love getting your messages, your thank yous, your pictures. That means more to me than anything. So.
Now, Monica has a question. She says, can we do this from the phone? Because I'm having trouble loading the video.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do it from your phone.
Yeah, you can do it from your phone. It might just be a teeny little picture. I mean, I will go over step by step. And
we'll repeat the steps so
Yeah.
that we don't leave anybody behind.
Yeah.
Alicia says, please text the recipe whenever.
Sangria. Okay.
Yeah, Alicia
I'll post
Blaines.
the recipe in the event too. I put the picture of all the supplies up there. So I'll text you I'll message the recipe.
And I just got to give a shout out to Maddie. Maddie says, I'm from Bluebell, Pennsylvania, and I'm 11.
Hi, Maddie.
And I know you already shouted me out, but I just wanted to say I love painting with you, and you're so nice and kind. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome, sweetie. Thanks for painting with us again. We can't wait to see your pictures. So, and at the very end, when we're all done painting, that is what we ask you to do. If you haven't seen us before or haven't followed us yet, what we do at the end of every event, we ask you to send photos of you with your painting or photos of you painting. And we'll put together a slideshow so that we can post it in the event and on our page. So you can see what everybody did all around the world. That's my favorite part. We normally would, of course, be doing this in person, and I love getting that picture of everybody together. And we can't quite do that this way. So the next best thing is you guys sending us your photos. we're happy to see your setup. We're happy to see you guys
painting.
painting. We love seeing family paintings where you guys have all done it together.
Love seeing the smiles on your faces.
Yes, and we aim to make you happy and have a memorable moment. So it's not just about putting paint on a canvas. We want you to have fun. We want you to remember the moment and feel good about it. So if we can do that somehow, that is not happening, you let us know. Okay?
Yes, I got 2 Veronicas to shout out.
Hi, Veronica.
We got Veronica Ford in Woodstock, Ontario. And then we got Veronica Schultz in Norwich, Connecticut.
Somebody stole the rest of the steak.
Uh-oh. What do you mean he stole the rest of the steak? What rest of what steak?
The rest of the steak that was upstairs.
He didn't climb up and get it, did he?
I think he did.
Holy crap.
Rascal now lives up to his name. Oh gosh.
So that's what he was doing all the time. He's going up and down the stairs saying, they're not coming. They're not coming. They're not following me. So I can get away with it.
Oh my gosh. Well.
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
No more leaving stuff on the counter. All right, let's go over your supplies. Oh my goodness. Like I said, if you didn't know before, we are a family. We have birds that you'll hear chirping. We have a son that comes up and down the stairs. We have a dog that is usually right under my feet all the time.
Right, but he noticed that you're painting again, so he's got let's see what I can do. I can get that steak now.
Yeah. Nice New York strip. All right, our supplies. So I've got my 16 by 20 canvas. I have it on my easel. You could just prop it up against something or cover your workspace. I'm going to have 2 plates most likely, one for our paints and one to mix on. We have a paper towel to dry our brushes, a cup of water to rinse our brushes. We're going to use 2 different brushes tonight, maybe 3 if you have 3. A flat brush that's going to look something like this. A round brush. That one might be a little bit too big, but...
Now, Anya says, can I mix blue and red for the purple, or do I need a specific purple color?
No, you can mix blue and red.
You can mix the blue and red to the shade of purple that you like.
Yeah, you can do that. I'll probably use the violet that I have, but you can mix blue and red. That's fine. So you'll have, probably if you have 2 small brushes, one for detail, the tinier this brush is, the smaller you can get these little scrolls in there.
Okay.
So we are going to focus right now on, let's get our paints on our plates. So purple, if you have purple.
Now, I have Laura Yvonne Petruski Haywood says, happy birthday to you. I'm painting tonight to celebrate my daughter's birthday.
Happy birthday. What's your daughter's name? We have lots of May birthdays. I love having May birthday buddies.
Yeah, so Rascal's real content and quiet there now that he had some steak. Wow.
All right. So again, I have purple. I'm adding a little bit of blue to my plate. Some red.
Now, Kristen says, can we see the brushes again?
Yeah, sure.
Regular purple?
So I have a violet for purple, but it depends on where you get your paint, what they call it, what the hues are.
Well, I'm sorry. It's a person asking the question. Anita Evans says, should I use a plum purple or regular purple? Does it really make a difference? Could you use them both?
You can use either, I think. So the purple that you're going to want, we're going to kind of brush in this area. It won't matter. I don't think you're just going to want it to change from purple to blue to pink, purple. So wherever we say purple, you'll kind of use whatever purple you choose in those patches.
And you can show those brushes again?
Are you okay now? Yeah. So I have a flat brush, and then I have 2 smaller brushes. And I have a huge container of brushes, so they're all different sizes, but you'll want 2 brushes if you have 2. One maybe is a little bit bigger than the other. Again, I don't have one on here, but one will be a little bigger than the other, so that if you want to get these tiny little scroll lines in there, you can just switch to a tinier brush.
Okay.
All right, so back to our paints. Purple, blue, red, yellow, little tiny bit of yellow. You don't need much. Yellow, white, and black.
And that's all of your paint?
It's all of our paints.
Okay, it's looking good.
Alright.
And I'm sure this is giving people time to catch up and be ready for you.
Yeah. Well, you guys gotta put your paint on your plate, so again.
Right, because they want to see the size of the colors again.
So
there you go.
Purple, blue, red, black, white, yellow. So it's all of your primaries plus purple, if you have it.
Right, and if you don't have purple, then?
You'll just mix red and blue.
Red and blue.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all. So I'll give you guys a minute to get your stuff together before we get started. Take a sip.
All right, that's what I was just thinking. About time for you to take another sip. It's Wine Down Wednesdays, cocktails and canvases, and May birthday celebrations.
If you have a birthday and we haven't shouted you out, put your birthday up there.
Deanne Davis says, is there a particular blue that you use?
This is just probably True Blue or Ultramarine.
Right, because Giammi
Cobalt.
says, what shade of blue?
Cobalt blue. If you have cobalt blue, that's what I'm using.
Cobalt blue, but does it really have to be cobalt blue?
I don't think so. Like every, there's in the Pantone system, there's, I don't even know, thousands of colors. So your standard either True Blue or Cobalt Blue, Ultramarine Blue, those are usually your three like standard blues, if you will. Yellow will be your. This is just standard yellow, So I work for a printing company full time, and so I can give you all your Pantone numbers too. But yeah, it's just a standard yellow. Violet it's just violet. It's not a certain purple.
Would a bright blue be okay?
Yeah.
If it's bright?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to probably add a little bit of white into this anyway. You only need a little touch. So if you look where the blue is in here, so I'm going to start with purple and then we'll come down with blue. There's only a little bit of blue in here. You don't need much, so it's not going to make that big of a difference.
Okay. I've got Tahira Yasmin from Jalal. Where is Jalal?
Tahira.
That's what I'm asking. Right, because Tahira said earlier, sorry, I'm fasting. So I will drink and eat in 45 minutes, and you enjoy your drink. Well, I would like to know where Jalal is. Oh, yeah. See, now, Sarah Ryan says, my husband runs the print shop for the city of Bangor, Maine.
Oh, that's so neat.
See,
awesome.
That's a small world. Everybody does that kind of work.
The printing industry does not stop. It's so crazy. I'm thankful that I'm able to work from home, at least for the position that I have there. But we have been nonstop. We print labels for all of our food stores, pretty much locally and all through the state of New Jersey, and they are not stopping anytime soon. We do a ton of chemical companies, labels, and of course they're not stopping anytime soon with making sanitizers and cleaners and everything like that.
Yeah.
So we've been just as busy as usual.
All right, you ready to rock and roll here?
I'm ready. All right, so we're going to start with that wide brush, that flat brush. We're going to rinse and dry it. Always try and dry it off as best you can. I'm going to start with purple on my brush. I'm just going to grab a little bit of purple on my brush. We're going to go right across the top of the canvas and come down about a brush width. So you're going to come down about that far. We're going to use horizontal brush strokes, right to left. Left to right.
Okay. All the way across.
All the way across. Get the top edge and the sides. Yeah, rascal. I hear you up there, mister.
Let me go check to make sure there's
Stinker.
nothing else that he can get.
I think he's already taken care of
Got
it.
the part that he wanted the most.
I think he took care of whatever else was up there.
Just want to make sure. I'll be right back.
Yes, you're a rascal, aren't you? Rascally rascal. That's you. My goodness. So again, we're just taking that. He got it. Just purple. About one brush width down. We're going to do that to start. My goodness. Oops. I'm going to stick with that purple.
Okay.
So we're going to come down about maybe halfway, about the halfway mark, and we're going to do about a section, maybe 4 inches. We're just going to do a couple of brush strokes of purple in there.
This is all purple, right?
This is all just purple. Yep. Grab those edges.
Are you only going halfway?
Yeah, I'm only going about halfway here. We're going to lighten that up anyway, but just to get some purple base in there.
Okay.
And then we're going to come down to the bottom right side.
Yes.
And I'm probably going to come up about 3 inches from here and almost come all the way across, almost all the way across with this purple. Grab the edges when you can. And again, I'm just using horizontal brush strokes, right to left. When your brush strokes are all the same, helps you see kind of the definition of whatever it is that you've got. It shows your movement, your brush strokes.
Okay.
So me putting brush strokes going up and down in here, your eye is going to go right to that area of the canvas. So you want to keep it going right to left.
Okay.
And we're going to go over some of these areas. So again, there's no perfect size, amount, length, width. Everybody's painting will look different. Mine will look different from that one.
Okay.
Always does.
And all you've used so far is purple.
Just purple so far. Yep, we're going to get purple on and then we'll go with some other colors.
Okay. Well, you got everybody off to the races now. They're all painting their, getting started and doing their paintings. They're all in the beginning stages, just like you are now.
There's nothing left, dog.
No, it's nothing left. He got it all. He's good.
Rascal, if you haven't seen him, is an Australian Shepherd. He is a rescue dog. We got him from Wise Animal Rescue in December after losing our dog Buster, who was 23 years old.
Yeah, he was 23.
Who was also a rescue. But Rascal's he's been pretty good though. I can't really complain. He's been a really good dog, aside from stealing the New York strip that was done upstairs.
Yeah, he figured it out. He knew that she was painting, which he can't stand because then he doesn't have time with her. So he stands right by her side. And he figured, well, I could go upstairs now. He kept going upstairs and coming back down to see if we were going to follow him. And realized that we weren't. And he said, okay, I can get the steak. He got the steak.
Relax, mister.
Yeah, he's not going to relax because you're painting right now. All right.
All right, so once we've got our purples on there, what are we going to go to next? Let's grab blue. So I'm going to stick with this brush. I'm not rinsing and drying. Just going to grab blue on my brush. And we're going to come underneath this purple. I'm going to overlap it a little.
Okay.
So we're going to kind of blend up into that purple and then bring it down. So blue.
Can you do those strokes a little slower?
Yep. So I'm kind of going over the purple.
Yes.
Like half of my brush is over the purple, half of it's in my canvas.
Okay.
So right to left, I'm brushing up in my purple and then coming back down.
Okay.
So up into my purple and bringing
Halfway
it back
and then
down.
back down.
So we're going to blend most of it on canvas, most of it on canvas, I think.
Okay.
So over my purple, blends up into purple and come down. We're going to bring that down about maybe 2 or 3 brush widths. Maybe about that far.
Okay.
About 3 inches down, you should finish up.
Allie Daniel says, I'm so behind. Don't worry. We're going to keep repeating
Okay.
the steps.
Let's go over for Allie what we need, okay?
Right, and then we have Casey says, can you please pause for just a minute after that blue?
Yep.
Yes, we'll pause. Don't worry. We're not going to speed far ahead of everybody. She's going to do a little part and she seems like she's going faster and she's going to stop. She's going to take a drink. She's going to tell you upcoming events that we have coming up. Okay, while other people get caught up. So don't worry. We're not going to speed past you and not.
Okay. So it was Allie, right? Was it
yes.
Allie? Okay, so Allie, we used our purple.
That was what we used first, right?
Whatever purple you have, you're going to use that flat brush, the large brush. You're going to go about a brush width across the top. We're just using horizontal brush strokes. Edge of your canvas and top of your canvas as you go.
Uh-huh.
And then same brush, I'm not rinsing and drying. We're going to keep going with purple. We're going to do a little section here about the center of your canvas.
Okay. And that's about what? 3 brush
It's about, it's about 3 inches.
Okay.
3 inches almost to the middle of my canvas. And you can put, this is just how I'm going by my painting over there.
Right.
You can change these colors around. If you want more purple in yours, you put more purple in yours. If you want more pink in yours, you'll add more red and white to yours. So I'll show you how to do all those things when we keep going, so don't worry.
And then you took the purple and continued on down to the bottom?
Yep, so after this purple area, we're going to do about a 3-inch width from the bottom over. I'm leaving some of this open. It's going to be covered with our black and red anyway, so you don't have to fill it in. It's just kind of to get a base color on there. I end up with more paint on myself than anything ever.
Now, just not to cut you off, but Katie Campersal just came on and says, I had a tough night with my daughter, so I sad I missed the start. Maybe next time. You don't have to worry about that, Katie. You can wait till this is over, and we're going to post a video. You can start at any time and do the video at any time. You can do it tomorrow.
I mean, you could probably catch up, too, if you want to.
Yeah, because we just got started.
We're just getting started. So our colors are red. It's all your primaries. Red, blue, yellow, white, black, and I have purple. If you don't have purple, you'll just mix some blue and red for your purple.
Okay.
So we just went over. Our purple is about 1 brush width across the top's edges, and then about a 3-inch section in the center, about a 3-inch section on the bottom, almost all the way across. And then all I did was I took my same brush, I didn't rinse and dry, dipped it into my blue, and I sort of blended over that purple, up and over into that purple, and then brought it down about 3 inches so far.
And that's where we are.
That's all we've done so far. So
if you want to catch up, you can catch up. If not, then you can, do it right after we do this video. After we do this event, we'll post a video immediately after, and you can pick up where you left off.
Yep.
It's no problem. All right, so you want to continue on?
So again with this, after we finish the blue up here, I'm just going to take a little bit more of that blue. I'm going to sort of fill in this area over here with that blue. So it's blending a little bit of blue into that purple area.
Okay, now Trina says, what if I went all the way across the canvas in the middle?
That's fine.
It's okay?
Yeah, it's fine. We're just going to paint. We'll add some white over it if you want to make it a little lighter later. There's no mistakes in painting. There's no mistakes.
Did you hear that, everyone? There's no mistakes in painting.
What does Bob Ross say? Somebody can shout it out for me, or somebody can text it in. Bob Ross always said there is no mistakes, only what?
What?
I'm going to let somebody else answer.
They're busy painting.
There are no mistakes, only happy accidents.
Okay.
That's all.
That's pretty good. And if anybody does have any problems, then just let us know, and then we fix it.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, Casey Lascara says, yes, happy accidents.
Good job.
Sarah Ryan's happy accidents.
There you go. See, I knew I had Bob Ross
Laura
fans.
Haywood, happy accidents.
Right.
So you got some Bob Ross fans up in here. Kaylee.
That's right.
Yep, Cinder. They all like it. Okay, they all like Bob Ross.
Right?
Okay. What's that? I don't know what channel that is that we get all the Bob Ross
No.
half an hour. The best of Bob Ross. That's on one of them
I don't know. It used to be PBS. That's all I know. We used to watch.
yeah, but it's not on like your regular cable
No,
channels.
I have no idea. All right, so after you've got some blue here, again, I'm not rinsing and drying this brush. I'm sticking with the same brush. It's still dirty. It still has some purple in there. It still's got some blue in there. I'm going to
Okay.
grab white.
Oh.
Okay, so we're going to use that same technique. I'm going to sort of come underneath or slightly overlap the white on the blue.
Okay.
So I'm sort of overlapping the white on the blue just a little bit. Okay, and then we're lightly going to blend up into the blue area. So really lightly. And then we're going to pull it down.
Okay.
So we're going to do the same thing. Just keep blending up into the blue, lightly, lightly. If you get a darker streak of white, you just lightly blend it out.
Okay, now Maureen is saying I blended only a little bit of blue. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. You can just come down with more white. We'll add more pink in there, some lighter purple. So don't worry, we're going to keep going over with other colors.
Right,
So we have our
all
canvas
different
finished.
shades of
Yep.
they'll have all different shades of background for their tree and their moon.
Yep.
And that's a lake?
Yeah, whatever, a lake, a little river, I don't know. It's a body of water.
Now Sarah says, did you rinse before using the white? No, you didn't. You picked the white up with the blue and the purple that you already had on your brush.
Yep.
And you're just blending it into that blue up there.
Yep, I went up and then I came down a little bit with it.
Okay.
Just a little. Grab those edges when you can, if you remember.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you should give him a brush.
What to do with it? This isn't food. Alright, I want to lighten up this area a little bit, so I'm going to use that same technique. I'm going to grab a little bit of white and kind of work it into that blue and purple area over here.
Okay. And that's going to lighten it up?
It just sort of lightens it up and blends the colors together a little.
Okay.
That's all. So I just kind of brush
Just
back
going
and forth
All right.
until it looks like it blends to a new color and I'm not seeing lots of streaks.
All right.
Do I want to? Again, I'm using a different red, so I don't know. This is a test, guys. Don't look.
Well, what are you testing?
I'm using a different red than I usually use. So when you guys are asking me about different hues of colors or different colors of blue, I have a different color of red than I usually use.
Okay.
So it's coming out different than I normally would see it. So I was trying to figure out how to go about this. So I think what we're going to do next, we're going to keep that, we're using that same color, same brush. I'm not rinsing and drying. We're going to keep a dirty brush throughout almost the whole background.
Okay.
So same brush, I'm using a corner of red and a corner of white.
All right.
So a corner of red, a corner of white. And we're going to, underneath where our white was from our blue,
Yeah.
we're going to blend that white and red down almost into the purple area and slightly up into that blue area.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going all the way across with this?
I will. I just wanted to see what that looked like first. So corner of white, corner of red. I'm probably going to use more white than red here.
Why? Because you don't like the color?
Because I want it more pink. I want it a little bit lighter.
Okay. So you're going to use more white.
I'll grab more white than red.
Okay.
Yeah. So blending up into the blue and white area. Grab those edges of the canvas when you can.
Now you only went halfway, but you're going
So
all the way
far,
across.
I will. Yep. I just wanted to get that blended first. And if you still feel like it's too dark for you or too much red for you and you want more pink, just keep grabbing white until you're happy with the color.
Okay.
Okay, so a little bit of red, a little bit of white. And you'll probably start seeing those other colors come out. As you keep adding white, you'll see some of that blue come out. You'll see some of the purple come out of your brush.
Right, because you haven't rinsed that brush.
Right, because you haven't rinsed it yet.
And that's all good.
Yep.
Just keep getting white and keep mixing it all in.
Yep, so it's just keeping that horizontal brush stroke right to left.
Same brush for the red.
Yep.
Same Christina brush. Says, can I just use pink?
Yeah, you can just use pink instead of white and red. Absolutely.
Okay.
We try to limit the amount of colors that you guys have to buy if you're, like if you're having to buy them.
Right.
So we sort of stick with areas. I just sometimes like to grab purple when I have a violet color. It just looks a little bit different. Sticking with that white and red.
Same brush. You haven't washed that. You haven't rinsed that brush yet.
Nope, I have not rinsed it since we started.
What happened?
I don't know.
I got an interruption in our video. Hold on. Let me refresh.
Refresh.
Okay, we're good.
Good?
Yes, we're good. I don't know why it interrupted.
I don't know. So we're doing the same thing around the edge of the purple and then blending into the purple. A little bit of white, tiny bit of red at a time.
D. Costa Quezada says, I like dirty brush painting.
There you go. As a kid, when I was a kid, is there more to that story?
No, just I like dirty brush painting.
When I was a kid, I used to travel with all my art supplies wherever I could go. And sometimes there just wasn't a place for you to, I couldn't go and rinse and dry brushes. We used to go camping, so I would bring all my supplies with me. And so I kind of learned to paint with the same brush throughout the whole thing without rinsing and drying if I could.
Okay.
Until the very end. And then, I would hike back to wherever I needed to go to rinse my stuff. But
now,
dirty brush.
Katrina Cobb McLaughlin says, so pretty. I wasn't able to get on at 7.
It's okay.
But my BFF and I are going to watch the recording and do it another night.
Perfect.
Her in Vermont and me in Massachusetts.
Yay.
That's cool. Okay,
yeah.
now please send us your pictures when you're done. We still need to see it. We still want to see it. And just let us know.
Yep.
Remind us that you guys did it on another day.
Yep.
And still send us the pictures. She's gonna explain in the video where to send the pictures and everything. So just just follow through on that for us. We'd appreciate it.
We do. Keep grabbing your white and red. We're going to take this almost all the way down. We are going to take it all the way down. So white and red. I'm going to make it a little bit darker red down here. So this is a little darker pink down here. That's all.
And you still haven't rinsed off your brush yet?
No, still have not rinsed that brush yet.
Okay, cool.
If it starts feeling like it's thick or tough on the canvas,
you
can grab a little bit of water on your brush. And that helps fill in all those little tiny speckles of canvas that you might be seeing through your paint.
So you just dipped it in the water.
So, just a little bit.
Just a little teeny bit of water, and then you just
Right. So sometimes before you get a chance to blend one color to another, it's drying. So this down here is going to be dry by the time we get to blend.
Okay.
So sometimes it helps just to add a little tiny bit of white to your brush. And go over it, and it fills in all those little gaps of canvas that you're seeing. If you're seeing little white speckles pop through your paint, that will help that.
So that's what you have everybody doing right now. You have everybody doing their background.
Yeah, we're going all the way. Again, every once in a while, press hard on that brush and get some of those blue hues and those purples out of there.
Okay, by pressing harder on the brush.
If you press a little bit harder on your brush every once in a while, you'll get a little bit of that purple or a little bit of that blue that'll pop out for you.
Okay. And you said you're going to go all the way down with this?
Yep. All the way down. So down here I'm going to go to a little bit of a darker pink color.
Okay, but you just grabbed red?
Nope, it's red and white. It's just that it's more red than white now.
Okay.
So on toward the bottom, I'm making this a little bit darker pink.
Okay, you want a darker pink.
Yeah. And again, so we're getting to this area where it's going to be tough to blend these two.
Right.
We'll go back over that with a little bit of white, a little bit of water if we have to. So we'll fix any of our hard lines if you have hard lines in blending.
Okay.
So for now, let's get our canvas covered for the most part.
Now, Deanne Davis says,
Yep.
Is there a particular reason you use 16 by 20 for all of your paintings?
It's just the standard studio size. It's the easiest to come by, and it's probably the least expensive when you buy it in bulk.
Okay.
It's hard for me to show. I usually will do a 12 by 12 for the kids' classes. They're a little bit smaller. They, for this size, it's just your standard studio size.
Right.
If you go out to a different, studio in person, this is what size you're going to use for almost 90% of your classes.
Okay.
And it's usually an easy, they typically have frames like an 8 by 10 is a standard picture, 11 by 14. You're usually going to be able to find a 16 by 20 wood frame to put your pictures in if you want to frame them later.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So is 16 by 20 like the standard, or is this not?
It's a standard size, but when you're going out to do an in-person event, this is usually
what we usually use, right?
Yeah, this is the size I use when we go out.
Right, when we go out and do live events,
Yep.
That's what we usually use, is 16 by 20.
Something like when we did like our gnome or the feather, this was a 12 by 24 canvas.
Right.
So when they ship these canvases to you, they charge you extra because it's oversized, they consider. 4 inches is considered oversized. So we did a couple of these, but it's just cheaper for you guys and, for us to do the 16 by 20 canvases.
Right.
We're like unaffiliated with anybody, but Michael's is probably going to be your best bet to buy supplies during this time at the moment. Honestly, yes, it's taking some time because our stuff is delayed. I have 5 canvases left for the next week. So I hope that we make it. Our stuff comes in, or we're sending Mark on a mission
to go get more canvas.
To look for canvas somewhere. I don't even know where we could go because everything is just closed still.
Now it doesn't matter if you're using an 8 by 10 or a 16 by 20 canvas.
You'll just scale down. So I might tell you like 3 inches, 2 inches. So you're not going to want to do 3 inches on an 8 by 10 canvas. When I'm saying 3 inches on a 16 by 20 canvas, that's all. That's the only difference.
Right, now we have Angela DiCarlo Morin says,
Hi, Angela.
Do you do many free virtual painting classes?
Right now we do.
We've done all of our virtual painting classes have been free to this point.
Yeah. We've, like I said, we normally would be going out and doing this. I'm fortunate enough to have a full-time job still that I can work from home.
Right. What you just said was that you normally would be going out and doing this, but you would be getting paid to
Correct.
do it.
So we've lost 3 months worth of income from our business.
Right.
So, but, instead of kind of fretting about that whole aspect of it, we just decided to let's give back and let's just do free ones. It keeps me going. You guys inspire me by saying, hey, I want to paint a camper. Oh, we're doing a camper in a couple weeks, or hey, I want to paint cats, or hey, I want to paint a dog, or I want to paint a mermaid tail. Kaylee, our girl Kaylee, whose birthday is today, we are painting a mermaid tail for her in a few weeks. We did a ninja Lego thing for Ninjago, thank you, for a little boy on Saturday because he wanted to paint a ninja person, a Ninjago. So we did it. If we can make somebody happy by spending 2 hours with you, why not? We'll put up a PayPal or a Venmo link at the end on the event. It's not expected, but we certainly appreciate them. Our first, if you don't know the story, and sorry for all of you that have been with us and heard the story over and over. Our very first painting that we did live is the one that's in the top right corner of your screen.
Right, the lovebirds.
And I didn't even think about tips or money involved. I just wanted to do a free night.
Or how many people was going to come and join us that night?
Yeah, I don't even remember. It was over 100 people were with us.
179 people.
All right, Mark is
from
the numbers guy.
All over the country.
And you guys sent us all tips, and then I felt like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. And didn't even think about that. So we took all of the money that we got in tips, and the next one we did, we turned it around for kids for a cupcake painting, and then we shipped out birthday presents to all the kids whose birthdays were missed.
Right.
In the March or April.
Got a long list, and it was a bunch of kids that said they couldn't have no birthday parties. And
every day. Mark was at the post office.
The post office people were looking at me like, oh my God, it's that guy with the box of stuff.
It just, I am a pay it forward person. When you do something positive, it will come back to you sometime, somewhere. We don't know when. And that's what I like to instill in my son. When you are, when you're honest, when you do good for other people, it will come back to you. And we've lived by that. I've always lived by that. It's just what we do. If you can do good in the world for somebody, for somewhere, why not? We have too much other negativity going on right now. We don't need any more.
When is the camper? The camper is going to be on the 22nd, right? Friday the 22nd. Let's go camp.
You got the list.
Yes. So that's the 22nd at 8 p.m.
There you go.
We'll be doing the camper.
We will go over a bunch more. I want you guys to get your background almost filled. And then if you want in a couple of areas, so once you finally got it all filled, if you want to go back over in a few areas, you'll rinse and dry that brush finally. Rinse and dry that brush. And then just take a little bit of white in some areas, and you can lighten it up in a few places if you feel like it. But if you're happy with the way your background looks, if it looks nice and smooth, and you're happy with it, then you can let it go.
Because you're going to add details to it next?
The next thing we're going to add is we're going to do our horizon. We're going to add our moon. We're going to add the kind of the reflection area down here, the reflection in the water. We're going to stick with the background, but we won't play with any more of the purple colors, so to speak.
Okay.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now we give everybody a chance to catch up, and then let us know if you're ready to move on to the next.
Yep.
And see, right on time, Angela DiCarlo Morin says you have a list of paintings scheduled for virtual painting. We're going to go through them right now for you. Okay, so the next actual virtual painting that we're going to be doing is going to be this Friday. Friday, 2 days from now, 7 p.m. We're going to do the palm tree sunset. So that's going to be this Friday night.
Yep.
Okay, and then we got the whole weekend. Okay, that's Saturday at 12 noon. We're doing a Paint It Forward for the Wise Animal Rescue. And that's going to be the rainbow with the unicorn or your pet.
Right. So we like I said, we got Rascal from Wise Animal Rescue in December. We have been kind of working on doing Pay It Forwards with them because they were so generous to us. Again, this is here's your example. They saw our son Aiden and Rascal together when we met, and they asked us, they didn't want us to pay an adoption fee. They just thought they were the perfect fit. So they didn't want any money from us. So we just decided to pay it forward and pay the next person's adoption fee.
That's exactly what you did. You paid the next person because they didn't let you pay. You just said, well, then let's take this money and pay somebody else.
So I intended to pay it. We just paid for the next person's adoption. So we also were going to do an in-person event with your pet. So since we had Buster who crossed the Rainbow Bridge, the original was a picture of your dog or your cat or a pet that may have crossed the Rainbow Bridge, and you'll put little angel wings on them. But we also had a lot of little girls that were asking for unicorns and rainbows.
Right.
So we kind of are making this a dual event. So any tips or donations, that's going right to Wise Animal Rescue. Nothing's to us. So that's what this event is for.
And that's this Saturday at 12 p.m.
That is.
Now, that same day,
Yep.
in the evening at 7 p.m., we're going to be doing the parrot and palms painting.
Already?
Yes, that's on the 16th, 7 p.m., parrot and palms. That's a nice, colorful picture. I think a lot of people might want to paint that one.
Where's all your Jimmy Buffett fans? That's who you got to tag in this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I just think people like the colors, you know, and just it's a nice looking picture. I think people would like to paint that one. Okay, and that's oh wait, you got Lynn's horse, unicorn, and water.
Yep, and then the other one is that's because it's Lynn's birthday, and she wanted to do the horse.
So what day is that?
That's on the 23rd. No, 23rd. No.
Yes, horse running in water, unicorn. That's the 23rd, Saturday at 7 p.m.
Okay.
No, you had it right
around.
underneath parrots and palms.
Oh,
and I'm
sorry.
Like, there's no date. I'm like, what is that?
Sorry. Yes. So this is on the 23rd. Sorry, I skipped around.
Right. So okay, that Saturday we just said the 12 p.m. we're going to do the painted forward for the wise animal rescue.
Right.
And then at that night we're going to do the parrot and the palms.
Correct.
Okay. Now we're not done. Sunday we're going to be coming back at 12 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's going to be Mommy and Me Butterfly.
Okay.
All right. That's this Sunday at 12 noon.
So Mom and Me Butterfly is. So again, somebody asked about like the size of the canvases. So I did these on the 16 by 20s, but you can use a 12 by 12 canvas. You don't have to use the 16 by 20. You can use whatever size canvas you want. So it's meant to, one half is painted by mom, one half by kid. Or if you want to paint by yourself, you can also paint a single one on a canvas, whatever size you want, again. But we have some Monarch Butterfly fans that are friends.
Okay.
So we did a Monarch on this one. You can make your butterfly whatever colors you want.
And you're going to paint both of them?
I will be painting both.
Okay.
As long as all of our canvas come in.
Okay. They'll come in, don't worry.
Here's open.
All right, so Deanne Davis says, my husband wants to do the parrot.
Oh,
so
good.
we're hoping to do that as a family.
Oh, yay.
And then Lauren Parrot says, I'm a parrot.
There you go. You have to do that one with us.
Yes.
That's awesome. And, you know, we love, please share, you know, sorry, I'm talking in circles. We love when you guys share them and you tag your friends in them. I try to get to every notification. There's tons of them now. Thank you all. But I always like to kind of pop in on your post if you're public and say, thanks for sharing. Can't wait to see you. But tag us, or if you post your painting from tonight, tag Mimosas and Masterpieces. We, you know, it'll take other people there to see what you've done too. Because we'll post the slideshow that you're going to send us your picture for.
Right.
And they'll see you too. All right.
So we'll give up some more information. We're going to continue on. We'll be giving up some more information on what other events we got coming up, because we're booked. Right. We got events coming up all the way through June.
All into June, yes.
So if you don't have your canvas or you don't have your supplies yet, don't worry. You can always go back to the video and paint whatever you like. Yeah. And then we've got plenty of every week we're planning stuff. What else to do?
Yep. Absolutely. All right. So we're gonna rinse and dry that flat brush, that big brush again. Dry. We're going to work on our moon. So I'm going to put my moon in the right top corner.
Okay.
Top right corner. So I'm mixing just a little bit of white and a little yellow to start. A little white, little yellow. Just want a bright yellow. And we'll add some extra color into this as we go. But for now, we're just doing a circle. If you're too nervous to do a circle, grab a cup if you have an extra water cup. And trace it first if you want to do it that way.
Okay.
So what I like to do is when you press your brush, if you're using this large flat brush, bristles to canvas, and if you just spin your brush, you're going to start to make a circle. So you can keep doing that and making it bigger by just spinning the brush. Press the brush down and spinning. So
I don't have a camera that I can zoom in and show them how you do that yet, but I will be getting one. But could you do that a little bit slower?
Yes. So you're pressing your brush down on the canvas.
Right.
So just my bristles are right on the canvas.
Uh-huh.
That's all we can do right now. For now, let's get all of our painters that are watching us live happy with their painting. That's my goal for right now.
Just review the moon once more.
Yes. So we just did yellow and white, wiped around. We're doing a circle for our moon. That's all that is right now. Just yellow and white. Okay. So I'm also going to take that yellow and white. And we're going to come down here in this area. So I want to come up above my purple I want to be. So we'll probably do from down here up to here. So I'm going to kind of wipe some of that yellow and white, maybe a little bit more yellow. Just in this area. It's kind of like a lighter area of my sky. And then it'll end up being the reflection down here in the water. So that large flat brush, just a little yellow and white, again, just right to left, horizontal brush strokes. I'm really sorry, guys. Ugh. So that's it down there. We throw a couple of little extra little lines of yellow down here too if you want to. And then that's it for that. And you'll rinse and dry that brush. I'll let you guys check back in. I'm so sorry. Again, we just did the moon in the white and yellow. If you're just finding us again, the moon in the white and yellow. We are taking a little bit more yellow with that white. And in this area, about halfway down my canvas on the right hand side, we're using that yellow and white. It's kind of a lighter area in my sky. And then slightly below it, some more yellow and white for the reflection in the water. Really? Go upstairs. Go upstairs, mister. Alright, we're going to switch to our small brush as soon as you guys are done with that yellow and white area. You guys okay? Sorry.
Yeah, everybody's okay. You told them what happened, right?
Yeah, the iPhone storage is full, it says. I don't understand how that happened.
Yeah, Laura said that was perfect timing to take a sip.
We'll take another one. We'll take another one after that. That was a little bit crazy. Okay. I'm rinsing and drying. I'm moving to my small round brush. I don't like that one.
Okay.
Come on. Small round brush. Okay. Small round brush. Rinse and dry. We're going to do this horizon line here first. So I'm kind of right in between these areas where my two yellow areas are. Mm-hmm. If you don't have an area in between there, you're going to come up about maybe 6 inches. And we're going to go all the way across. Try and go straight on the bottom. So all the way across. I'm trying to make a straight line. It's supposed to be straight.
Now Christina Lay says, can you do the gnome sometime? We did the gnome. Yeah,
the gnome is saved in our past events. So you just have to go back to those past events and you'll find the gnome night and the video is posted there.
Yes, it's posted and you could do the gnome.
It is. So again, I'm just trying to get a line in here, kind of a flat line in here-ish.
And what color for the horizon?
This is just black.
Just black.
Yep. So I'm starting with a little line.
Yes.
And then you'll kind of make little hills in the background. So these could be as big or as small as you want them.
Okay.
You can make a big hill. You can make a big mountain.
Wait, you're only using black to make this horizon?
I'm just making black. So it's just a silhouette we're seeing. You can make these.
Yeah, slowly but surely everybody's coming back.
Okay, sorry guys.
Yes, sorry for the interruption.
Sorry.
We're still waiting for our new camera to come in. I can't wait to get it. It'll be so much better. We won't be using a phone. We won't have to worry about interruptions. I'll be able to zoom in on her hand and pan left and pan right.
Once we get those little hills in there drawn out,
better microphone.
We're just going to fill those in once you get them on there.
All right, so you made your hills.
Yep.
For your horizon, and now you're filling everything in.
There's
still using black.
Yep, this is all just black. There's no right or wrong, no correct size.
Okay.
No incorrect size. No right or wrong. Just fill them in. That's all. Just using that little brush and fill that in.
Yeah, Christina says, thank you for posting your old events. We can't wait to do the gnome along with you.
Aw, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you'll be doing. And you'll be doing it just like she did it that day.
That's why you'll see me occasionally when you start following the video, you'll start seeing me every once in a while. I'll post pictures, and they're not of me, they're of other people that have done the painting, and they've sent us their pictures, you know, weeks later. So we put a couple of them up the other night. So it's so much fun. So we love getting the pictures. Even if it's weeks later, it doesn't matter. It's not in the slideshow, but we'll put it in the album. There's an album of everyone's pictures for every event that we do on the page as well.
That includes the live events that we did before this coronavirus came up. You can scroll down and look at all of the different places we went to, all of the different events we had people stand up and stand together. Anya says, can you repeat the yellow part?
Sure. So it was just yellow and white for our moon. I used that large flat brush, yellow and white, and I just kind of instead of using your brush like to draw it like this, let the brush do the work for you. You'll just press your brush on the canvas, a little bit of pressure, and then you spin the handle of the brush.
Okay.
And you'll start to see those little circles form, and you can just keep going wider and wider. And so you'll let the brush do the work for you. Was
there any other yellow part like that yellow right there?
So after I got my moon in there, I just grabbed a little bit more yellow on that brush, and just horizontal brush strokes. I sort of blended in a little bit of yellow and white down here.
Okay.
And just sort of came in with a little tiny bit down here. It's just a little bit of reflection in the water.
Okay.
And then that was it for that brush.
Angel Abrams says, really love this one.
Aww.
Isn't it Angel's birthday?
It is. Angel's birthday is tomorrow with mine.
That's right. So both of y'all are celebrating birthday tomorrow.
Tomorrow I will be doing a bling party with Touchstone. So all the bling that you now see me wearing. This was a gifted piece by my cousin. And the earrings were a gifted piece. So I'm doing a bling birthday. I'm not normally a jewelry person, but I fell in love with so many pieces that we're doing a bling birthday bash. So you're welcome to join us if you want. Just send me a message and I'll send you we're doing a Zoom. So we'll all see each other and she's going to show us some pieces. But I told Mark that I would like a piece of jewelry for my birthday, and I started looking and I couldn't pick. So my girlfriend who does Touchstone said, let's just do a birthday party. And so, you know.
And I started looking and I couldn't pick, and I was like, you're going to have to help me.
So now I told him, now you can go get me a big jewelry box instead.
And I did.
And he did. All right. So we got our black horizon in there. So we're going to swap for a second. We're going to go back to the flat brush. So I'm putting my little brush in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay?
Yes, it's fine.
Stressing now.
Don't stress. I got this. I'm watching.
We're going to go back to that flat brush.
Yes.
So what I want you to do is underneath this horizon, we're just going to put the brush right against the edge of it.
Okay.
So it's on the black,
yes,
very edge. We're just going to lightly pull down. So we're lightly pulling down into the water.
Oh, cool.
Okay. This is a Bob Ross move. You guys will see this. You're Bob Ross fans.
Yeah, stop right there so they can see what you're doing. So it's really light.
Right. So you're just putting, this is a clean, dry brush, and you can go back and clean, dry brush.
Okay.
Okay. Brush, the bristles line up with the bottom edge of your horizon. And you're just pulling that black down into the water a little bit. And that wasn't dried. Make sure it's dry. So bottom edge, and you're just kind of pulling that black down into the water just a little bit.
Okay.
just lightly. If your mountains are a little bit higher or your hills are a little higher, bring it down a little bit more so that it looks like it sort of matches a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this one's a little bit bigger. I'm going to bring this down a little bit further. A little further on this one. That's all. So we're starting with that.
All right. Pretty interesting.
Rinsing and drying. Dry, dry. Dry, dry. And now remember I said we want to keep all of our brush strokes going in the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
So because we pulled down and we have a vertical line, now we want to smooth them out and make them horizontal lines. So very carefully, try not to touch your black horizon. Just do those little brush strokes that you pulled down, and you just want to lightly, right to left, kind of fan those out. So I'm just sort of going over them a little bit.
Those strokes that you just...
Those little pieces that we pulled down
Yeah.
into the water, I'm sort of blending them in.
Okay.
You may get...
You're going horizontal, back and
yeah,
forth.
we're going horizontally and just sort of brushing those into the water. So we're making those horizontal brush strokes.
Okay, now, Anita says mine turned gray.
That's okay.
That's all right?
Yeah, that's all right. Yep.
Okay.
That's fine. Mine is gray over here. Mine's more gray on that one.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right.
Where did you get that?
Uh-oh. What do you got, Aiden?
He's got candy.
Candy?
He pulled it from a secret stash because I didn't see him go upstairs.
Oh, my.
So he's got a secret stash of candy somewhere down here.
I have a secret stash in my room.
All
I
right.
know about the secret stash in your room. I just don't know about the secret stash
You
down
don't know
here.
where my secret stash is in my room.
Yes, I do.
Where?
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not going to tell you.
And everybody will hear it.
That's right.
All right. After we have our horizon with our water, we're going to come back to that to add the white line in there. But for now,
Yes.
okay, Aiden, hold on now. We're going to go back to the small brush.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to start doing our tray, but we're going to start from the bottom. I want a little land mass over here. So I'm coming up about 2 inches. And we're going to kind of bring that down into the water area.
Okay, that's going to make the landmass for the tree.
Yep.
Okay, now,
You can make that as wide as you want, as far as you want, into the water.
Anita said that mine turned gray, but then she said I didn't see how to blend it. You were just doing horizontal.
Yep, so once I pulled down the brush strokes,
Right.
then I went horizontally with it.
But soft strokes.
Yep. Very soft.
Thank you.
That's all. So then I just went back to my little brush,
Yes.
black in this corner. So we're just creating a little landmass for our tree to sit on or to grow from. Doot, doot, doot.
What color did you use after you pulled the black down?
No color at all. I just rinsed and dried and used a clean, dry brush for that.
So you used the dry brush to do that, pulling it down.
Yep.
You didn't use any paint.
Nope. I just used the black from the very edge of our horizon. That's all that was.
Right.
Yep, that's all.
And now you're making your landmass for your tree.
Yep. So I have a little corner of land over here, like a little island that's kind of sitting in this little pond or whatever we got going on here.
Your cousin Tara just joined us.
Hi, Cousin Tara. We miss you.
You're planning on going out to Pennsylvania, right?
Memorial Day, we are going to do a distanced visit.
A distance visit?
Yeah. Kind of drive-bys. All right. We got our landmass, and now I'm going to start our tree.
Okay.
So let's make sure everybody's on the same page. So
Yeah, because I have a request here
go ahead.
that says I just got back in after it kicked me out.
Sorry, sweetie.
So can you repeat what you did after the moon?
Yes. After the moon with the yellow and white,
Right.
I just grabbed a little bit more yellow, and then I used horizontal brush strokes. So I came up at, this is about a little less than halfway. horizontal brush strokes for that yellow area there.
Right.
I came down, I left about an inch and did some horizontal brush strokes here. This is our reflection in the water.
Okay.
And then I kind of just left off with the rest of that yellow with some little lines in there.
Right.
With that, still with that large flat brush. And then I rinsed and dried. So that's all I did with the yellow.
Right.
And then
Then you made what, your horizon?
I went back to the little brush. So I changed to the little brush.
Right.
And then we did a straight line across.
Straight line across of what? Black?
Black only. And then you're going to add some little hills in there if you want some little hills in there.
Right.
Fill that in.
And then you filled it all in, all of that black. That's why you see all those
Yep.
hills. And then what did you do?
Correct. We went back to the large flat brush, which was rinsed and dried.
Right.
So you're using a clean, dry brush.
With no paint on it.
No paint. And you're just lining that up on the edge of the bottom of your horizon and just lightly pulling down the paint from the edge of that horizon into your water.
Okay.
Cleaned and dried that, and then I just lightly went over it horizontally with that same clean, dry brush.
Right.
And that's it.
So you blended it all in.
Yep.
And then you made your land mask for your tree.
Correct.
Which is that little corner right there on the left-hand corner on the bottom.
You can make this as big or as small as you want it to be. You can make multiples. If you want to make another one over here somewhere and have another one coming up, you can do a second one. Make this your painting.
So Nadine, you can catch up if you need any more. If you need any more repeating of anything while you're going along, just let us know.
Yep.
Because she's going to continue on now to make the tree.
For everybody else, okay? So I'm sticking with now that little brush that we have. So my small round brush. So you can make your trunk as big or as small as you want it to.
Okay.
I just start with a line, so I'm kind of going to give my, my tree, trunk, the bottom. I sort of try to give it an idea of how big I want it to be, but it may change, and that's okay.
All right.
So I'm almost coming up to like a triangle to start. And then we'll just start kind of coming up with this, and again, it will kind of move and change as you go.
Mm-hmm.
So I start with a line for my tree. We will keep making the trunk wider and bigger as we go.
Okay.
Okay, so I start with kind of a line for my tree. And then so I'm kind of stopping at about maybe 6 inches down, but again, it doesn't matter. It's going to be different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to start doing some scrolls. So I'm going to sort of move this line out and start with like big curved line.
Okay.
We're going to do a couple of those. So 1, 2. It's almost like we're making a palm tree. This is going to be almost a similar thing that we're doing for Friday. So you guys can get a head start on what we're doing for Friday. Okay. Get just a couple of curved lines started as to where you want some of your bigger branches. That's what that's for.
Cinda Ms. Roby and says, I'm going to get creative. Wish me luck.
Do it, girl.
I think it's the tequila rose.
Yes. I love you. I love you, Cinder.
Now, Tara says, could you make your scrolls or curves in the shape of a heart?
Yeah, of
That
course.
would look cute.
That would look really cute. Yeah, some of these actually almost come up to be like their little hearts. So, yeah, that should be easy to do.
All right, now Barbara James Gordon says, we'll finish tomorrow.
Okay.
We thought that you were still offline, so too far behind. That's okay. We're gonna
love.
post a video.
I will post from
Hopefully
where...
we have both videos,
I know.
the beginning and this part.
Yeah, fingers crossed. If not, I promise that I will go back and reteach the entire thing. Even if I'm doing it by myself, I will redo it if we don't have it both.
Okay, that's
So,
okay.
Yeah, I don't want you guys to miss out.
We
'cause I
won't know until after this is over, and then we'll see if we have
Yes.
both videos, and we'll put them both up.
We will.
But if you just picked up where you left off, and then we just picked up where you left off, then you should be fine if see this video tomorrow.
Yes. Okay. So once you have a couple of little scrolls started, we're going to finish those scrolls off. So more pressure on the end where the thicker area of your branch, the more pressure you want on your brush.
Okay.
The thinner you want your lines, the less pressure you'll put on your brush. So I'm starting with some pressure and then letting up on pressure as I come around. You can make those scrolls as big or as small as you want to. So we'll make some bigger scrolls first. Again, it's going to be thicker out toward the end, and you can keep making that base thicker, and we will. So bigger.
And that's what they call it, making scrolls?
That's what I call it. I just say it's my scroll tree. We've done a lot of these little trees and all the events that we've done. Now you can go back over these if you want to darken them up a little bit. You can do that. And it's when you start getting to the ends and the smaller ones, you want to rinse and dry that brush often.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm rinsing and drying. Let's get some of our bigger scrolls on here first, and then we'll go into some details. And you want to make sure your brush is dry and not wet and drip all over your canvas like mine. Mm-hmm.
Now, what did you just do? You just dabbed it with some paper towel?
Yeah, I just grabbed a paper towel and dabbed it off of it. My brush was not dry all the way. Yeah. And when it's not dry, then your paint runs down your canvas. Alright, so big scroll. And it's okay, this goes off the side of the page. It comes back around.
Oh, okay.
Or off the side of your canvas, not the page, but... Same thing over here. This guy will come off the canvas and come back around. And just kind of tie up all those little loose ends. If my branch is a little thick, then I want to kind of make it match up to my trunk so it looks kind of natural.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll fix down here. So now that we've got some branches going on up there, I can thicken this up to come down to my base.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be, it's not a straight line. Trees are organic shapes, so it's okay if it's
now, Alicia
a little bumpy.
Alicia says, what can I use since I don't have a small brush? Toothpicks?
You
That
can.
wouldn't work very well, would it?
That would take you a
toothpick?
very long time, but I bet you that would be really cool. How about what? What's your idea, Aiden?
I was thinking like if you like maybe break a little piece off of a sponge.
A sponge? Yeah, instead of doing scrolls, you could use a sponge and do like dab sponge in it. That would be kind of cool.
That's
That's
what I
Really?
my
That's a
school.
good idea.
Maybe a Q-tip?
You could probably try and use a Q-tip.
Q-tips or
You could. You can try and use like the back. It depends on how big the back of your brush is, but you can try and use like the back of your brush to do it. Or I mean, if you.
Jody Golden says, how about a pen?
I was just gonna say, or if you have a Sharpie and you want to wait until this is dry,
Mm-hmm.
you can go over it with a black Sharpie and do it with a black marker.
I was saying.
But you can't use a big brush?
You can. Your scrolls are just gonna be really wide.
Pretty thick, right?
Yeah.
But if you use a touch, you could still make a decent scroll,
You can
right?
make some of them in the bigger brush. Depends how wide your big brush is.
Now, see, listen to Tara.
What does Tara say?
She says, Alicia, if you have an old nail polish brush, you
Oh,
can use
snap.
that.
Listen to her. Good job.
There you go.
Nail polish.
There you go.
Very smart.
I was just gonna say that too.
Sure you were.
I'm
All right.
smarty pants.
You are a smarty pants sometimes. We need another scroll up here. Another one up here. So then from here, what you guys are going to do is just start adding smaller scrolls onto the edges of your branches.
Okay.
Okay, so rinse and dry that brush often. If you have a tinier brush, you'll go back with the tinier brush for your finer details if you want to go back in with finer details.
Okay.
But so if I went down and to the right for this one, I'm going to come up and to the left on the same branch.
Yeah, Tara said, I'm not just here from just my good looks. There's brains behind the beauty.
That's right, girl. That's right. All right. So we're just going to keep adding little scrolls in there. I don't know what happened to Alexa. She stopped playing my music.
Yeah, what happened to Alexa?
I don't know. It's like we lost everything.
Could be because I'm upstairs, like.
Oh, were you doing something upstairs?
Yeah.
You disconnected it?
No.
So you're going to add little scrolls. So even though I have a couple of bigger branches, you can keep going in and adding smaller ones in there too. You want to fill up the area so you have nice space around it, negative space around it. And it's okay if they overlap each other.
Okay. Now, Tova D'Ambrosio says, I couldn't attend tonight. Not feeling well.
Aw, feel better.
Hope you feel better. This is such a beautiful picture too. Have fun, everyone.
Aw.
Well, Tova, you can always do it later.
Yep.
Once we post a video to this.
Here's hoping that we have them both, but yeah.
We got interrupted during the beginning of the video, so if it's possible, we might have to retape the whole session over again.
Yeah, I'll retape it if we have to. It's okay.
But if we have both of the videos, then we'll just post
it in
both of the
two
videos
parts
right after this event.
Sorry, love.
And you could do it on any other time or any other day.
Yep.
As well as any of the other events that we've done. So if you don't miss it and you're not feeling well, when you're feeling much better, take your time and go on through the events and scroll through them and see what picture you like. Before. And you pick whatever one you like and you do it then.
Yeah, Tova's done some work with
Just
it.
please send us the picture when you do it. And hopefully you'll be feeling a lot better real soon.
Aw. Yeah, so we're just going to keep...
So now you're just scrolling.
We're just scrolling. Scrolling.
And you're just trying to fill in where you have...
So there's a heart for Tara. Ta-da.
Right. You're just filling in the areas where you have space.
Yep. So I'm just going to keep going with smaller ones and smaller ones. You can get down into tiny, tiny ones if you want to.
Right, but can you do the scroll again slowly? Because you're doing them rapidly now.
I'm sorry. So here's one, and then I'm going to come back this way, the opposite way. That came out lightly.
Right, but that's because you picked your hand up from the pressure that you were putting on the...
Yep. So the lighter the pressure, the thinner your lines. Keep rinsing and drying this brush. As you rinse and dry, you'll be able to get nice thinner lines.
Okay.
Rinse, dry every so often.
You rinse, dry.
Rinse, dry, rinse, dry. Rinse, dry, keep going in the back.
Now see, Vanessa Crilly says, do we ever get to see the lovely face behind the voice?
Aw, see?
No, we don't get to see my face.
I'll post a picture of him later. So.
No, they don't get... I'm not the star. You're the star of this. It's supposed to just be all about you.
We are partners.
All I'm doing is... I'm the watch person. I'm watching over.
Or what did...
What?
Which person did
they want to see...
No, they want to know. They want to see me because they hear
Mark.
me talking all the time. And they want to see me. But it's not about me. This is
his
voice
is soothing, so people are like, "What's that voice? Whose voice is that?"
Right, but it's what? It's like watching. What's their name that comes on Channel 7?
No idea.
Kelly and Ryan Seacrest. Okay, they have their show in the morning. They come on, and Gelman is always sitting there on the side in the back, but you don't see him. He's the one that runs things and takes care of things. That's me.
Oh my.
I'm the one in the background running things, taking care of things.
We'll send you a picture.
Yeah, I'm insignificant. I'm not the person that's touching everybody's lives and painting and being patient and just being an overall loving, beautiful person.
Yeah. Pretty much done.
Almost.
See, Stacy Farmer says couldn't do this tonight. I'll be watching the video too. Love that you guys are doing this.
Wesley's painting went out today, Mark.
Yeah, I took it to the post office and
today.
sent it out today. So Wesley's painting is on its way.
On the way.
Yes, Vanessa says, yes, Mark, you are the voice behind the beauty. Yes, I am. I'm the voice behind the beauty. I'm just in the background.
Oh my
It's not about me. When my time comes, you'll see me and I'll be out there.
Mark is the encourager. He's the one that says, yes, we have to keep doing this.
Right.
Keep doing this.
See, Deanne Davis says, sometimes even the background text get to take a bow at a play.
That's
That's my world,
that's
okay?
where he comes from.
I've done that too, okay? I've been back there in the background as the stage manager, and I take care of everybody and everything, and that's what I do. You know, yeah, I've been out on the stage and been out in the front. I'm going to get out there again, but right now, it's all about Jennifer and Mimosas and Masterpieces. It has been from day one. You know, we really do miss going out on the road and going out into places and setting up all the easels and the canvas and the paint.
I do.
You know, and the cups
It was
of
a lot of
water
work,
all
but
over the
I do
place.
kind of miss that. Guess I got to finish this bottom part of my tree, huh?
Right, and just like Tara says, Mark is the one that asks all of the questions that we all have. Yeah, because that's the point of view that I'm taking it from. I'm the person that doesn't know how to paint. So while she's painting, I'm asking her questions that I think that you
guys
would
need
ask.
to know. Yeah, exactly.
And then I also want to get her to repeat, you know, because I'm trying to anticipate that people are going to need to know. You know, just want her to be a good teacher.
Oh.
I mean, I got motivated doing this when I first started going out with her, and I would see people say, oh, I can't paint this. No, there's no way I could paint that. And then at the end of the session, when she's finished painting with everybody, they're all standing up, and she says, okay, I want everybody to pose in a big picture. And everybody's happy. Everybody's got fantastic paintings. There's people that I'm looking at their paintings going, wow, this person said they couldn't paint and it looks professional. So I knew she was good at what she was doing. And I started liking it because it seemed the smiles on people's faces. It's something about painting that's just therapeutic, or it just makes people happy and makes people go to that place where they just, you know, they're not thinking about anything that's stressful. So they, you know, it just relieves people. So I'm watching this and I'm seeing this. And I said, okay, I got to keep helping her do this. This is important. Okay, now Joanna wants to know, when are you doing the unicorn painting, or did we miss that one? She did not miss that one.
Nope.
That's coming up Saturday.
There's two. Well,
Saturday is a unicorn painting.
The unicorn
at 12
with
p.m.
the rainbow is Saturday. This one.
Then the other one is on the 23rd.
If you want to turn this into a unicorn, I will probably do a unicorn on the day that I paint this one.
But that's on the 23rd, right? Saturday.
Right. For this one, you guys are going to want to, I'm going to encourage you to go to the page. There's a post that has the sketch of this already.
Okay.
That you print it out, sketch it on your canvas.
And put that on your canvas.
Right. So you'll put the printout behind your canvas, put it over
put
light.
And then trace it onto the canvas.
If everybody gets that done, then we'll save like 20 minutes of me going over the instructions to draw it.
So Tara, Joanna did not miss that one.
No.
So she's got till the 23rd.
Wow. He's growling.
No, that's just Rascal saying, I'll wrap it up. Stop talking and paint. And get the painting done, please.
Yeah.
He wants his mommy back.
Rascal's like, I want to.
Yeah, he gets restless.
Rascal.
He growls a lot.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
JoJo said you did an awesome job on that painting.
Aw, love you, JoJo.
I don't even hear the birds chirping.
Me neither.
Okay, so now you did all of these scrolls.
So I just did all the scrolls, and you guys can go back to the scrolls if you want to. I'll go over a couple of last minute things. There's like 2 or 3 things that we have left.
Okay.
And then we're done. Okay. So I'm rinsing and drying. So I'm going to sticking with that small brush. Rinse and dry.
Yes.
So what we want to do is kind of create that horizon. We got to put that back in. So where our land meets that little shadow that falls, that reflection of the black that we pulled down in the water.
Yes.
We want to separate that. So we want
to. Wait a minute. What are you separating it with?
So I'm just putting a little white line in between my landmass and the reflection in the water.
So you got a little white on that little brush.
Yep.
Okay.
So just white, a white line all the way across. Use that pencil grip pinky to stabilize your hands.
Yeah, see, I wish I had the camera to zoom in right now. What you're doing, the pencil and the pinky. Okay, I see it. Okay.
So you just got to put that back in there so that it sort of separates where the water is and where your land is.
Right.
And going to add, I want to add some white to our moon, a little bit more white to our moon.
Okay.
So I'm going to stick with this little brush. I know you could do it with the big brush, but I'm going to stick with the little brush. So we're going to outline the moon in white, but on this side I just want to kind of put a big swipe of white on the right side. So you could do this with the big brush if you want to, but I'm going to stick with the little brush.
Okay.
So the right maybe crescent size.
A
crescent size of your moon. We want white, just white on that side.
Because they can't see that.
I know, it's really hard.
Too light.
So it's maybe 1/2 of an inch wide.
On the end of the moon.
Yep. And then I'm just going to outline my moon in the white. I should have waited until...
So what?
I should have done my scrolls over that after I outlined it.
Oh.
Could just go back over that, that's all. What are you went up there for, mister?
Yes, Deanne Davis says, I will watch this again another night. Thank you again for all your work on these paintings. Yes, people are starting to check out now because it's getting late.
I know. All right.
But we're almost done.
Yeah, we are. So after your whites in there, if you want to add, so I have some of my other color in here. So in this moon, I've pulled in some of this light pink, a little bit of that blue, and that's only because when I do mine, I'm going so fast that I pull all those colors out when I'm doing it, when I do it the first time.
Okay.
So if you want to add some of those really light colors, light pink, you can add a little bit of that in there. So that's really dark, of course. So I'm just trying to do a little bit of white, a little bit of red, and add some of these other colors back in here.
Okay.
We want a little bit of a colorful moon. So a little red. And I'm going to do a little bit of light blue, so a little white, and a tiny bit of blue. You can mix that on your plate. I'm going to do some in the top area of that light blue. And I have that red color in there. Just want a little bit of color in there. That's all. And then all you'll have left to do is go back and do some stars if you want to do some stars. And you can do that with either the back of your brush, dipping it in your white and just dotting it on your canvas. You can do it with a pencil eraser, or you can use a brush.
Okay.
So you'll just grab some white on your brush and just dab some
just
stars
dots
in there.
Okay.
Yep.
Now Tara says, so when we do the moon, initially the other colors may peek through, and that's okay?
That's correct, yes.
That's what you want?
Yeah, that's what I want. But because when I'm doing a sample, I'm moving so quickly, my colors are not drying by the time I'm getting to the second layers of paint. So sometimes we just have to go back in and add it later. That's all.
Okay. And now what you're doing is adding stars.
We're just adding stars, so we're just
doing little dabs.
Little dots of white.
And some could be lighter than the others.
Sure. You can do these in white. You can do these in yellow if you want to change up the colors.
Cool.
Yeah. And that's it, guys. Just a couple of these. You what?
You had paint all over you?
Where? What are you talking about?
He said he painted inside the bathroom.
Oh, I don't know.
And he got paint all over the walls.
Okay.
Him and Rascal.
Well, the two of you were up to no good because your puppers.
He ate the steak.
He stole the steak off the counter.
He just couldn't resist it. It was too big. It was too thick. And I shouldn't have gave him that piece, that first piece. I gave him a piece earlier, and that made him go crazy.
Rascal.
So he was just waiting for us to go downstairs to the basement.
That's
He
exactly
came down
what he
a couple
did.
of times to see if we were going to follow him. And once he realized we wasn't going to follow him, he went up the third time and just, you knew he
All
ate the
bets are
steak.
off. That
Yeah,
was
you knew
it.
he ate the steak because the way he came downstairs.
Do we have any steak?
Not anymore.
Not anymore, it's all gone.
Dog ate it.
Yepper.
Yep, he ate the last big gigantic piece.
Did he eat my little pieces?
Yes,
He
sir.
ate that too.
Gone.
He ate everything that was sitting out.
He's gonna throw up.
Oh gosh.
No, he's not. He's sleeping it off right now.
He's sleeping it off.
Burning
Yeah, he's laying right there next to mommy's feet.
Yeah, he is.
He's waiting for her to patiently be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, see now Tara's just got she's just going off with the
Ideas?
yeah.
What else you got?
She's just glow in the dark paint for the stars,
Yes,
baby.
I have that too. We did our scout night with glow in the dark paint for our fireflies.
Sarah says, thank you so much for your class. I can't wait to do more.
Aw.
And please don't forget to send us your pictures.
Yes, the last thing we
Of
want
your
you
painting.
to do is put your initials
Hopefully with
on
you
it.
in it, smiling.
So initial and date, I always use the bottom right or bottom left corner. My initials in the year. And
Okay.
then you are done other than sending us your photos. So send a picture of you with your painting, of your
Yes,
painting.
we really, really appreciate you sending in your photos.
Yeah. We love that. And
Now
that's
remember
it.
tomorrow,
Yes,
we're not doing anything.
I know. I'm
But
doing
Friday-
a party.
At 7 p.m. we'll be back and we'll be doing the palm tree sunset.
That we will.
So and then we're back here again for the whole entire weekend. We're doing Saturday,
Lots for
May
the weekend.
16th at 12 p.m. We're doing the Paint It Forward for the Wise Animal
Yep.
Rescue Group. And
That's
then
where
that
we got
night,
Rascal.
That's where we got
that
that.
night we're doing the Parrot and Palms.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a very very colorful painting.
it is.
And that's going to be at 7 p.m. on Saturday. So there's 2 events on Saturday, one at 12 and one at 7 p.m.
Yep.
And then that Sunday, if you don't get us then come and get us on Sunday. Sunday at 12 is Mommy and Me Butterflies.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's the next 2 things that are coming up.
Yep.
Sarah says, will you be doing the Lovebirds ever again?
You know, so many people have asked us that. I guess we will do it again. I mean, there's a video there of when we did it the first time, but maybe we will. We've had so many requests for
Yeah,
people
people
to do
seem to
that
love
again.
the Lovebirds.
All right, so maybe we'll do that one again.
All
We'll
right.
take a look at our.
Love
We'll
the
take
lovebirds.
love the lovebirds. We'll take a look at the calendar. As of now, we have events scheduled into the first weekend in June.
Mm-hmm.
So, or into the second weekend in June.
And
So,
don't forget
we're
to
in
send Angelina Bling the recipe
Yes,
for the.
I will put the recipe of the coconut sangria in the event.
Yes, please.
Post your pictures in the event. If you want, you can post your pictures in the event. You can email them to me, mimosasmasterpieces@yahoo, or you can messenger them to me through Facebook. However you get them to us, and then we'll give it 2 or 3 days, and we'll put the slideshow together for this one.
Okay,
But
Anya
I
says
love
thank
it.
you so much. Can't
You're
wait to see you
welcome.
soon.
Welcome, welcome. Thanks for bearing with us with our technical difficulties.
Yeah,
I
that's all going to
appreciate-
come to an end when we get the new camera.
Appreciate
We're
everybody
still waiting
coming back
for it.
on. I would
Yes,
be really
thank you
annoyed.
so much for everybody to waiting patiently and coming back on.
Thank you. Yes. I would be annoyed if it were me. I know. Sorry. So I apologize.
Yes, thank you
Yeah.
everybody.
Yes.
So we'll see you again on Friday.